Good morning, everybody. It's Rick. It is Sunday. It is May the 13th, 2018. It's Mother's Day. Wishing all the female subscribers or anybody female watching my channel happy Mother's Day. If anybody's interested in gaining access to my paperwork, my email is Rick, RICK0327 at me.com, and you can have my paperwork for a small gift. Okay, that's helped quite a few people get off child support. I have one right here. I did a video back on January 14th. I'm going to leave this video in the description. It was one of my subs, Sean, and the Kansas Child Support Agency was basically, they took it upon themselves to enforce his an agreement, okay, and they were changing the words around, and he had a son that was no longer in high school, and they were still trying to have him pay child support. They had him down for arrearages and everything. So we sent him a letter. I did a video on it, and okay, on May 7th I received an email from Sean. Just wanted to tell you I won in court, no arrearages, no income withholding order. I just pay child support directly. That's all we want to do. You just want to pay your child support directly without these people in your life. They will destroy your life. Okay, I've heard plenty of people who've, walked out of court and, they had a deal or whatever, and the child support agency, they take it upon themselves because one hand doesn't know what the other hand's doing, and they start sending out paperwork and they start freezing their bank account. It happened to me. All right, and that's why you don't want these people in your life. And once you get them in your life, it's very hard to get them out. All right, because that video was back in January, but Sean here never gave up, and that's it. They're out of his life. So I have you guys file out a paperwork. It's really not that hard. I did all the hard work. All you gotta do is put in your own information, and you gotta get off your butt. You gotta go down to court. You gotta fight the clerks. You gotta send the paperwork to the child support agency, and all you're doing is we're covering our bases and we're boxing these people in. That's what we're doing. Okay, so let's get back to Sean here. The DCF attorney was visibly nervous when he saw I was early to court. At the end of court, he was upset and said, "What do you want from me? What can I do for you?" Okay, let me see here. He told the judge that I kept bombarding his office with legal paperwork. He instructed his staff not to talk to me, which, by the way, is not lawful. Okay, they're supposedly a customer service based business. Yeah, they're business, and he's a supposed non-custodial parent, and he told them not to speak to him, which is completely wrong. So I asked the judge to make his agency cooperate with me, or they will continue to violate my rights. Thank you for the paperwork, and he made some changes to local law, and that's what some of you are going to have to do. Okay, when you get my paperwork, okay, because I cannot account for all 50 states and all the counties and local ordinances, it's going to behoove you to add state constitutional laws, add whatever's going to help you. Okay, all of the people have had success with my paperwork. What they all have in common is they all did the work. They did their studying, they learned the law, and when they went to court, they were confident. You're going to have to do this, guys. I'm just telling you. If they see for a second that you're unsure of yourself, and you try and invoke in your rights, but you're really not sure, they're gonna walk all over you. I'm just telling you. So, so that's what he did. So let me go back to an earlier email from Sean. A quick note. This is back in April. I filed a demand to vacate, avoid judgment, and the judge told me I should become a lawyer. He had never seen anyone pro se represent themselves as well. Your paperwork is the bomb. Okay? Now this is, I just got to get the child support agency to stop sending out random paperwork, and he achieved that on May 7th. Okay? So, it can be done, guys. All right? I'm just showing you Sean never gave up, and he got them out of his life. Okay? It can happen to you. All right, so what I have you guys do is I have you send out letters all over the place. What the child support agency, what they count on is they count on your ignorance. And they also count on their partners in crime, the lawyer, to keep you in a state of ignorance. Okay? So, I don't know what the hell's going on here. What they do is they keep you in ignorance. So, you have to learn on your own. So, those of you, if you reach out to me, you send me, the required gift, you're going to receive paperwork. You're going to receive a lot of paperwork. I got instructions. It's not hard. All right. This is a notice to a child support agency that claims you owe them money. So you have to respond to them. The paperwork they send you is a notice. You have 30 days to respond. Most people don't. Okay. You heard before Sean, the attorney, was annoyed that he, was bombarding his office with a lot of paperwork. Well, it's too bad. You're letting them know that you know what's going on. All right, so I did a video earlier about non-assumpsit. Okay, and I'm going to give you the definitions. Excuse me. What I do is I put the definitions in the paperwork to let these people have a clue about you, that you're doing your homework. Now, you cannot be in default. What they do is they claim that you're in default. The only way you could ever be in default is if you're in a contract with somebody. Okay? A default is a willful action. Willful means that you're making an intentional act, a knowing act. Okay? And that can only happen is if you're aware of the terms, meaning that you signed the terms. Most people aren't aware of the terms, they just sign stuff. But if they have your signature, you're bound by the terms. Well, where is your signature? They have to give it to you. Okay, so what is a debt? The term debt, defined in Black's Law Dictionary, is liability on a claim. A specific sum of money due by agreement. Otherwise. Okay? You're a debtor. They call you a debtor. One who owes an obligation to another. An obligation to pay. Obligation. A legal or moral duty to do or not do something. A formal binding agreement. An acknowledgement of a liability to pay a certain amount or to do a certain thing. A duty arising from a contract. Okay, so what's an abbreviation of obligation? Obligor. And an obligor can only arise after obligation. No obligation agreement, no obligor. All right, so now assumpsit. An express or implied promise, not under seal, by which one person undertakes, remember undertaking is an agreement, undertakes to do some act or pay something to another. Okay? Undertakes an agreement. Common law action or breach of such promise or for a contract. It's a contractual term. So when we file non-assumpsit, okay, is defined in Black's Law Dictionary, a general denial and action of assumpsit. You're denying that an undertaking has ever taken place. So they have to prove it. In all cases that they claim, they have to show proof. And that's what I do. My paperwork is, where is the proof? Very simple. If you go back and look at the video that I showed earlier with Sean, that's what we did. We put together an affidavit of asking questions. Where is the proof? Where is the proof? Okay, and you're sort of lawyer. Lawyers don't like to work. Lawyers are lazy. They believe in making the less they do, the more the money is worth. You understand? So you give them a $5,000 retainer and they do nothing, that $5,000 is worth a lot of money. If they don't have to pay their people to do anything, that $5,000 is worth a lot. You understand? Okay. A general denial and an action of assumpsit, action of the undersigned by taking the time. This is what my writings are. Okay? And this is how we're going to respond. So, by being prepared and having my paperwork, and this is just, responding to a child support agency, you have a better chance of, prevailing. I just showed you earlier, okay, Sean here, January 14th. Here we are in May. It took a little while, but he won. It's over. He got them out of his life. And it's because he showed the court had respect for him. You heard the judge. The judge had respect for Sean. The child support agency, well, the court had respect for Sean. The child support agency was afraid of Sean. Okay? Don't you want that to happen for you? Okay, it can. Same thing happened to me. All right? I took the time. I didn't have anybody to help me. I did this all on my own. Okay? And, that's how I was able to prevail. Let me see something here. All right, my video's here. Hold on, guys. Let me show you where I started and how I got to where I am. Okay. Also, if you notice, I haven't been making as many videos. It's because, I think I noticed that, my view counts were low. I think people were getting tired of listening to me. So, I tried to quality rather than quantity. And this is how I started out, doing videos like this, where I just used my iPhone camera and I was pointing onto my counter of all my stuff. And it started out, with me showing you guys what I'm going to do, showing me in court here, filming people following me around, here's audio of me fighting with them in court. I'm showing you, here's me going back and forth with a criminal pretending to be a judge, and showing you guys that I walk the walk, okay? That I've done all of these things, and I'm not just some con man coming on here, pushing my paperwork. I'm showing you that I did the work, okay? And, that I eventually won, okay? So, here it is right here is the case where I won, all right? It could be done. And now I just had another guy showing. If you notice, I'm averaging, a win every week or two. It's not bad. I got quite a few now. We're doing okay. Everybody just do the work, okay? And fight back. Would you rather be a victim or would you rather fight? Me, I like fighting. It made me feel better too, doing research and sending in paperwork. I knew that I was doing something. Even, I wasn't sure if I was going to prevail, but I just felt better going to the post office and sending paperwork, bombarding these people with paperwork. They told me so many times to stop. They told me no so many times, but I wouldn't take no for an answer. I just kept filing the paperwork. And then I filed the writ of quo warranto, demanding a hearing, and I got the hearing, and Next thing I know, I walked out of court with a stay, and 3 months later, they vacated the order. A 2-year-old order, by the way. Okay? So it can be done. All right, guys. So I'm going to let you guys go. Enjoy the rest of your day. Again, if anybody's interested in my paperwork, it is email is Rick, R-I-C-K, 0327 at me.com. It's quite a bit of paperwork. I send about 13 emails. Okay. I haven't really gotten any complaints. Okay. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later.